prior to Reagan being born, we found out that she had 2 very severe heart conditions. At that time, they said that they could possibly be treated, but there was a less than 1% chance that she would even make it through birth. We searched for second opinions in other hospitals around to see if any of them possibly had a better outcome or would even operate, and nobody was willing to do so.
The first problem that she was born with is a condition called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. And what it is that the left-sided heart structures don't develop fully. The other problem she had is something that we call total anomalous pulmonary venous drainage. What that means is that the pulmonary veins, and those are the veins that drain red blood from the lungs back to the heart, didn't connect to the heart. So as a result, that in combination with the hypoplastic left heart syndrome really made this a condition that has an extremely poor prognosis.
We didn't know if she was going to survive or not, but we had to give her the chance, and Dr. Cohen was willing to give her that chance.
I really felt that it was our responsibility to work with them to provide their daughter every chance possible at surviving. You could just tell the kind of love and commitment they felt.
The morning of Reagan's surgery, we were at the hospital about 6 in the morning. Dr. Cohen came in and explained what he was going to try and do, and then he walked our little girl down the hall, not knowing if she'd ever come back. About 8 hours later, Dr. Cohen came out and started with, the surgery was a lot more complicated than I thought, but she's doing okay.
Reagan being our first kid, you don't really know how much you care for a kid. And then watching them go through that with their hearts open and their chest open, and it's horrible.
It was a few days later they closed her chest up and took her nose tube out. And gosh, I think it was 2 weeks after they closed her chest, we got to take her home.
When we do these kind of operations and you have a child with congenital heart disease or a birth defect of the heart, it really is a team effort. And it's a team effort between all the healthcare providers, between the surgeons, the cardiologists, and all the other people that we work with. But it's also the other part of the team is the parents. And they are 2 of the most committed parents I've ever met. They take care of their daughters so well, and they make it possible for her to have this good and successful outcome.
Well, since we got to take Reagan home the first time, she's gone through 1 other heart surgery. She's gotten her feeding tube taken out, and she's been able to grow up pretty normal. She's gotten to finally play with other little kids, and she's walking and talking and running and screaming and acting like a regular 2-year-old would.
It's just really kind of amazing that Reagan's home.
She's got an outstanding personality. So I can't tell you what she's gonna do, but it's gonna be something very special.
I mean, she's exactly what you would hope for, and she doesn't really look any different than any other kid because she's not really different. She just has some different plumbing inside of her chest, and I believe that over the next 20 years she'll be able to have a very active life just like any other kid.
I hope she gets a chance to go to school, have friends, maybe play sports.
She has an extremely strong heart and strong will to live. And really for whatever reason, her anatomy works right now, and I don't see her having very many, if any, limitations going forward, and that to me is a real testament to doing the right thing at Children's Hospital. My daughter wouldn't be here without Seattle Children's taking a risk on her. Dr. Cohen, with his talent and compassion, he's just our hero. but he is.